Welcome back to more Black Girl Adventures in Portugal. And it's tax season, and if nothing in this world teaches you that the ultimate gold diggers are men, and specifically wealthy white men, let it be tax season. There are so many ways in which this country, when I say this country, I mean the U.S., reinforces systemic racism and sexism, but one of those ways is through the tax system. So how do we create a system in which women, especially Black women, are at a unique disadvantage when it comes to taxes? So we're going to have to get intersectional with our feminism, yes, and talk about tax disadvantages for being single, Black, and female. So first, single people will always pay more in taxes than couples, married or not, who file jointly. And this is due to the actions of a wealthy white couple from Seattle named Henry and Charlotte Seaborn. You see, in the 1920s, Henry decided that, I just don't want to pay as many taxes as I currently pay. Henry was not anyone's elected official. Henry did not work for the IRS. Henry was not a tax expert. He just decided he wanted to pay less taxes because he was a wealthy white man. And he decided he would do this by shifting half of his income to his unemployed wife. And he decided that way the taxes each would pay would be significantly less than if he was taxed on the total all at once. And the IRS, of course, received this tax return and said, you can't do this. And as in, this isn't legal. You don't just get to change tax law because you want to pay less money. But the case went straight to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, yeah, you can do that, I guess. And that was the birth of the joint tax return. Another thing is that the joint tax return primarily and mostly benefits people with single income, or couples with single incomes. So couples with single incomes, as in one person is employed and the other one is not, benefit from this more so than married couples that have dual incomes. Married couples with dual incomes still benefit, but those with single incomes benefit the most. And white couples are more likely to be married with a single income. That is Seamus getting treats at the vet, even though he did not cooperate. And yes, we will be going back to the vet to finally get his vaccine because he ran away from them and acted a plumb fool. And remember, I said that we are going to be intersectional with our feminism. So we've covered single within the single Black female identity. So next, let's just look at Black. So for that example, we will look at 403Bs and 401k retirement plans. So if you don't live in the United States, 403Bs and 401ks are retirement plans that allow you to put away money tax-free for your retirement. And due to discriminatory hiring and promotion practices, white people are more likely to have jobs with 403Bs and 401ks, and Black people are least likely. And our feminism is still intersectional, like I said. So we talk about discrimination against Black people, but let's look at Black women. Now, due to the rampant discrimination in traditional jobs, Black women who only make up less than 10% of the U.S. population are now the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. So yay, freedom, but also get ready to pay more taxes. Get ready to pay for your health insurance completely out of pocket. And get ready for that nice fat 15% self-employment tax. And if your family was enslaved in this country, that means that for centuries they went without wages. So there's no generational wealth there. Horrifyingly enough, the white plantation owning class that owned the Black people in places like Mississippi, Alabama, well, everywhere in the United States, slavery was an American tradition, not a Southern one. So yeah, the enslavers received reparations when slaves were freed for their loss of income. The enslaved, nothing. And oh yeah, Black women earn just 63 cents for every dollar paid to white non-Hispanic men. What's that MLK quote? The time is always right to do what is right. And if you're looking for one right thing you can do this week, pay a Black woman. And I am specifically talking to white people when I say pay a Black woman. And look at that skyline, even if it is through the wire. The wire represents those taxes. So pay a Black woman.